And salutations! Do not pay attention to the horrible mess behind you. Boop! Ha 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 ha. What was that? You don't know, because I am not telling you. At least not until now. Welcome one and all, my name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to our Dungeons & Dragons adventure, Curse of Strahd. Joining me today are my illustrious Patreons who come and support the channel and thusly get to enjoy a wonderful campaign as we embark into the lands of Barovia in this horror-based adventure. Now, for those of you who are fans of Dungeons & Dragons, then you will scarcely be that is right, all of the good, juicy horror from classic Dungeons & Dragons adventures can be found right here with these wonderful people in our modern take of Dungeons & Dragons, and that is, of course, 5th edition. Joining me today are none other than the delightful and wonderful Kyle, playing the role of Ipselus. Good evening.
Hello!
Tell us about yourself and the character that you're playing.
Well, Ipselus was raised in...
One moment. One moment. I think that was very beautifully said, but I think I'm the only one that can hear you. Bear with me. One moment as I adjust. All right, there we go. Now my players can be heard, and you may enjoy the dulcet tones of the wonderful Kyle. Kyle, take 2.
You listen to me now, you hear? You better get your goddamn tech on point.
Yes.
Hi! Alright, I'm gonna try this again.
Yeah, go on.
I'm Kyle. I'm playing Ipselus. He was raised in the Nine Hells, and as we were discussing before, it's the first time in his life that he's ever had a chance to experience something besides like torture and death and maiming and all that good stuff. So now he's discovering that he likes aminals. He likes them a lot. They're nice. But who knows how he's actually going to express this like of animals being, devil raced.
Very true.
I'm also Play Nerd Allies on Twitch as well. We have our homebrew world and we do all kinds of fun stuff. We are going to be playing a little later today, so definitely come and say hi. And I'm just so happy to be here because it's so much fun to be crazy in Ravenloft.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, next up, of course, we have the delightful Chronomancer Goliath Vagog, being played by the incredible Immersion Diversion. Good evening, good morning. Neil, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good, Michael. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Now, do you want to give me any kind of heads up as to how you're going to somehow catastrophically get your group into incredible trouble that is irredeemable?
Nah.
Okay,
you
cool.
You already know it's coming.
Yeah, I do. Okay, fair enough. We'll see what happens next.
I feel like Ipselus is definitely helping out in that regard too.
Yes, that's very true. And if you do get a chance to, please, of course, go and check out Immersion Diversion. He does a whole bunch of really cool streams, and there are more to come on his channel as well. So some very cool things there. And it's immersion _ diversion. So just, stand on it. Yeah, say something in chat, Neil. That way that people can just go follow you through that. Okay. Next up, we have the wonderful and incredible Argento, who is a Dragonborn Paladin played by the even more incredible Charles from Iron Ghost Gaming. Hello, Charles.
How's it going, Michael?
Going freaking spectacular, dude. How are you?
Oh, mate, couldn't be better. Wednesday night, I'm gonna play some D&D.
Hell yeah. Nice. I love it, because this was your first foray into D&D. I mean, look, we are now on episode 35, which means you have played 35 sessions of D&D. Like, I want to ask now, just because I don't really get the opportunity to be like the entire, I guess, like lifespan of a gamer's career. How have you found gaming and playing Dungeons and Dragons now you've had some time under your belt?
Well, honestly, it's been more fun than I thought it would be. And it's actually kind of been a bit bittersweet. Obviously, missed out on so many years of playing just because of different reasons or whatnot. But no, for the last 9 months, I actually am shocked. It's been what we started in January, so 10 months now almost into this. And yeah, look forward to it every Wednesday, mate. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's been a learning experience. And anybody out there who has ever thought of playing but thought it might just be a little bit above them or too difficult, uh, you learn as you go. I mean, really, you just jump in and give it a shot. And you're gonna make mistakes, but that's just part of the game, and you just sort of learn as you go. It's been a lot of fun.
Man, that's so cool. Thank you so much. That's
Yeah.
that's wicked. Now, unfortunately, we do not have a Demiro joining us today, but we do send Tim all of our love and best wishes. We will see him hopefully in our next session. But we then move swiftly over to our lovely and delightful Esther, our changeling cleric. Yeah, because I keep saying Oracle, and I don't know why. And, of course, it is played by the wonderful and incredibly talented McKinley, aka McBluff, for those of you who are in the Discords and all stuff like that. Hey, Mac, how you doing?
Yay!
Yay!
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Are you excited to play today?
I am.
Super keen? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah! Yay! All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, when you come to join the Dead Aussie Gamer behind our shows, you are not here as an audience member. I mean, of course, you are here as an audience member. That'd be very silly. I mean, I'd have no idea how it would work if you weren't audience members. But you are. But you also not, because you guys get to join me behind the GM screen, because you guys will be able to influence the course of the game as we play. There are a number of ways you can do this. The first and easiest way is by watching the show. By watching the show, you earn a bunch of very cool dag-dollary dues that can be used to do a bunch of cool, wonderful, and amazing things, just like Noria has just claimed a plot twist. So what we do in cases such as the plot twist, we go into our lovely little pile of cards that I have here, and I draw from said pile of cards a couple of random plot twists, of which Noria will then get to choose which ones to add to today's game. We also have things like rerolls, we have insight bonuses, group inspiration, lots of really, really cool stuff in there. In addition, we actually have some monetary rewards, should you guys wish to support the channel further and allow us to keep the lights on and do some cool stuff. Alright, so here we go. So Noria, real quick. Bam! You have Backstabbed and Lucky Day. Those are your two plot twists. Backstabbed and Lucky Day. You may pick one of those, and they will be added to today's stream. And, I have to be quieter. Okay, no, no. I will just boost everyone up. Hey, Neil. I want you to think of a number between 1 and 10. You're wrong, Neil. That's the wrong number. Whatever it was wrong.
7.
Okay, good. Yep, Neil's loud enough. Good. Excellent.
Ah.
That's how I check my volumes. Is I hear Neil exclaim, and then that's my go-to. Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you, Noria. That is going into the pool. Now, to go over the GM rewards for those people who are donating to the stream, we have a number of cool things that we will offer. Now, for $5, we are going to give a hero point or a jinx point to the players and myself. Now, what this will allow people to do is they can stave off death, they can petition the GM for random junk, they can get advantage on particular rolls. Right now, everyone except for myself and Ipsilis has one, so you guys will have that to use. Yay! For the grand
loves me.
For the grand $10, you can grant Wheel or Woe. Now, Wheel and Woe is basically where the situation suddenly turns on its head and something either favors or hinders the party as we play. For $20, you can give someone a nat 20, because why bother rolling when you can have a nat 20? And right now, Vagag and the absent Demiro are the only ones with their nat 20s at present. Now, for $50, there are 3 rewards currently on offer. The first is a magic item, custom made for you, or if you have an inspiration for a magic item, you let me know, and that will get thrown into the game. Secondly, is a boss buff, where you can increase the difficulty of any of the challenges that are currently undergone. And for the very special month of October, a $50 reward will generate a horror scene. The horror scene is a scene which plays out. It will affect the group in a very horrifying way, where I get to bust out all of my chops as an actor and performer to make a scary, scary encounter for this spooky season. Last week we had phase spiders laying eggs inside one of the other characters, so to give you an idea of what to expect if you do decide to activate horror moment, yeah, that was the whole thing. All right, now.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, we're all caught up, right? We all know where things are. Let's get going.
Yeah.
Let's kick off. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh,
without
Esther.
any further ado.
One thing.
Yeah, Esther?
Sorry, I was just saying earlier that they couldn't hear me, and I just wanted to make sure it was because I was too quiet, not because I just couldn't be heard at all.
No. That was because my sound was also super, super quiet, which I turned down for other reasons. So now they can hear you fine, I hope. If they can't, let me know. All right. So, without any further ado. Our heroes find themselves inside the fortress, the mansion known as Argynvastholt, home and seat of power to the great silver dragon Argynvast before his fall at the hands of Strahd. The silver knights that once proudly bore his banner, fallen to disrepair and despair at the loss of their great leader. A man sits atop a large rest, watching over his fallen comrades as they struggle to find purpose, to find meaning in their continued afterlife existence. Strahd is just too powerful, and their hatred burns bright. Argento, our dragonborn paladin, has found members of those who believe as he believes in righteousness and truth here. But the one who is watching them, the warden of the terrible, terrible castle, a vampire by the name of Vladimir Horngard, has issued a challenge that you are foolish travelers to even dare to defeat Strahd, to challenge him, to claim that you had entered his hallowed halls. And for that, you will be punished. He turns a gaze towards Ipselus and Argento, who are both trapped in the phased world of the astral plane, as well as Esther and Vigag, and Demiro as well, who stand beside the winged throne. As he opens his eyes, and blood pours from the walls, it rushes to the center of the room, rising like a tidal wave, and engulfs our heroes. And in a moment, they disappear. And this is where we begin today's story.
I don't like it.
Oh.
I don't like bloody walls.
Now, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who has just joined us with a follow. Thank you so much to Dark Force 19999, Tunism, Hell's Hiker, and Razoroth. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Hey, it's Rykon. Hi, Rykon. Sorry. Yeah, it's fine. You can use whatever account you want. All right. Now, as the blood begins to dissipate, you cough and you splutter, with iron being the only taste left in your mouth. A smell of acrid smoke choking your lungs, all except for Ipselus. You look
Used to
around
it.
and you find yourself in a series of empty, almost fossilized stone, surrounded by an ocean of blood, boiling hot. As the smell of that boiling blood that sort of hits your nose for the very first time, I need everyone except Ipselus to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, that's nice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, no.
Guys, That is
I
not.
saw that 16.
That is
I'm
not.
gonna use my hero point.
You're gonna use the hero point for it? Alright. Vagog is using his hero point.
Not better.
To not great effect, unfortunately. But say goodbye. That hero point is gone.
No.
As you do so, the nauseating smell just sort of sickens you. Your body just feels queasy. And each of you gain the poisoned condition.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not great.
No.
That's not great.
So, going from Argento, Esther, and Vagog.
I poisoned Argento and Esther.
Yep, well done.
Yeah.
And yourself.
Okay.
So, you look around. The scene is foreign to you. The sky's pitch dark. But Ipselis, there is a different feeling that swirls in your mind. A feeling of home. The scent of death everywhere. That tickling smell of iron, burnt and smoldering. The seas of blood on the first layer of hell bears a very similar smell to where you currently are. As the others seem to cough and splutter the blood onto the ground, you, however, remain unperturbed and take a moment to gather in your surroundings. This looks like hell. Hell, it smells like hell. But this is not it. The legions of demons and angels and devils battling across the endless skies, the towering spires, none of which can be seen. Just this endless ocean and a beach that stretches into the horizon.
Would I know anything about the how the domains of dread function?
You know a little bit about it. The domains Oh yeah, go on.
Would I know enough to know that this couldn't be hell because you can't escape the domains of dread?
Correct. I would probably say that you wouldn't know that yet.
Okay.
Mostly in the vein that you're quite new to the domains of dread, if that makes sense, and you haven't exactly tried to leave yet.
All right. I'm just gonna look around at everybody as they're sort of keeled over. Like, it's not that bad. I lived with this for years. Oh God, get up.
You must know a way to get rid of this poison. I mean, seems like I've seemed to be experiencing all the different types of poisons recently.
Well, you wouldn't identify it as poison. You would identify it as as nausea, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the weakening effect of the plane.
Yes.
That's all. It just ensures that the devils here can be a dominant force, and that anyone that comes and tries to usurp them is harmed by it. You'll get used to it. It's sort of like altitude sickness. Eventually it'll fade. I'm going to reach into my little Fruit Loop, but with banana flavor Fruit Loop. And I'm going to pull out a piece of fruit and I'm going to hand it to him and see if that helps. Here, you should eat something. It'll settle your stomach.
All right. You hand a banana to your tiny fruit. As it goes to place the banana in its mouth, you watch as the banana rots and withers inside of its mouth. It spits it out.
Inside of my little Fruit Loop?
Yeah. So as you hand it and it puts it in its mouth, it withers and rots, and Fruit Loop spits out the banana you gave. It looks at it confused and starts to scrape away at its tongue.
No!
Wait, then what happens to Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loop seems okay for the time being.
Oh my God, my Fruit Loop.
Something?
Matt,
Esther?
So you said that we wouldn't recognize this as a poison, but as a nauseating effect. But would being one of the people who is being affected by it, would I know if restoration would work on this?
It will absolutely work.
Okay. And would I be able to get over to? Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
No, you're fine. Mine can wait till after yours.
Okay, just wondering, would I be able to get over to them from this? Okay. And what were you gonna say, Vicar?
Oh, so I was just wondering, when we transported here, when I got the effects of poison, since I've got a concentration spell up still, would I have had to make the concentration check for that, or?
Yeah, no, you would have, if you wish to still maintain it.
Yeah. So I think it's 10. Normally it's either 10 or the damage that I was dealt, right?
It is.
I forgot how it works when you don't take damage. It's like one or the higher.
Well, yeah, just roll a check. We'll see. Okay. We'll judge it. If you roll a 1, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah!
Yeah,
okay,
you're fine.
Cool.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
All right.
sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start scouting around. Like, I'm gonna see if I can't, since I'm familiar with the hells. I'm gonna start sort of scouting around, seeing if this is an area of which level of hells is this? Avernus?
It could be.
Okay, it feels like that's where like the main battleground of the hells is. So I'm gonna sort of check out, try to climb something and get my bearings.
All right. As you do so,
I want to know. Mm-hmm.
The waters start to lap onto the sides of the beach as you continue to search, scouring for any signs, any landmarks that you might be able to use. Avernus is an unforgiving place, and it is difficult enough to try and navigate without, of course, realizing that this is obviously just some sort of replica hell. As for the others, do you wish to follow?
Yeah, I'll follow Ipsilus. I'm gonna actually fly 30 feet up, see if I can get a better angle.
All right.
Oh, he can fly.
That's the spell I had on.
May I do
All right.
this
Well,
first?
I'm gonna climb to the top. This thing over here. Sorry, nah, you.
Sure.
Okay. May I do less restoration to you first before you fly up into the sky, so that you're not.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Vigog
You catch
flies.
me.
Yeah, Vigog flies from one rock over to the other, where Esther casts lesser restoration. The feeling of sickness alleviates from your person.
Thank you so much, Esther.
As you climb up Ipsilus, you can see that on one side of you is a desert of white sand that leads out into an endless void of nothing. And on the other side, a void of blood. A sea just roiling and twisting, with thunder clouds clapping in the distance.
Gross.
Argento, as the others are exploring, what are you doing?
I'm basically just standing where I'm at, obviously feeling very sick and not knowing whether I should what's going on. Obviously, I don't know that I'm poisoned. I just know that I feel very sick and very ill and don't really want to move very much. But just sort of waiting to see what this place is and if Ipsilus has any ideas of what we should be doing, because I'm at a bit of a loss right now. I've been in that sterile, the other plane, and now I don't know where I'm at, and now I'm sick. I'm just feeling really down.
I'm gonna look around and at everyone and just be like, I know that you aren't feeling well right now, but does anybody have any, I don't know, healing ability right now? I seem to still be bleeding a little. Yes.
I don't have any healing potions on me right now. Esther, do you have any healing spells you could use on him?
Oh dear.
As a grave cleric, it may just be better if fall unconscious.
But
I'm not gonna say that out loud.
there's
I can heal you, but I have to touch you. And last time I tried that, you didn't really seem to like that very much. So. But I can do it if you.
Well,
you would
last
like.
time you touched me, I erupted in spiders. Is it going to happen again?
There are no guarantees with my abilities. I know that they do work. So
Sometimes.
yes, sometimes.
All right.
I can
Yes,
well,
fine.
Don't you heal by eating the fruits of your Fruit Loops, though?
It's never healed me before.
No, you
I
have,
mean,
he
he's
has
run,
to eat
hasn't
the
he?
whole thing to get the benefit
Yeah.
of Hero's Feast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll stave off hunger, But
What happened if he because we found a whole patch of them. We should have taken like a ton of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
delicious.
you didn't.
Okay, I mean, also we would have had a screaming bag of Fruit Loops. So.
Not for long.
Right.
I would have eaten
Yeah.
it. But
Well, real quick, I have a question from Argento. So, do you have less restoration for yourself, or some way to get rid of the poison yourself? Otherwise, I'll just do it for you.
yeah, I have lesser restoration as well, so I can do it on self or on someone else. So.
Okay, good. So we can get rid of it.
Yeah, we can. I'm just want to make sure that someone else doesn't need it because I'm pretty. Like if Ipsilus was to get sick or something that he's pretty.
That's fair.
What
That's
do you
fair.
got, 38 or. Yeah, but if I get near him and touch him, I can heal you up to 20 points, which it's not full heal, but full health. But
So good.
should take a dent out of your hit point. But I have to
Okay.
get over to you, and I'm feeling very weak. I don't know if I don't want to fall in this river of blood here. So,
Restore yourself first, then you can come over because I can just save mine. In case anyone else needs it for now.
oh yeah, so then I'll cast lesser restoration on myself.
Sure. All right. As you lay your hands upon yourself, you feel the sickness waning, and eventually you take a breath, and you seem okay.
Also, let's get down here if you want us to heal you.
All right. So yeah, so I want to get over to that side where they're at. So
All right. Make an athletics check as you leap from rock to rock.
all right, here goes nothing.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
With a sudden and very, very abrupt slip of the foot, the Dragonborn slips from the very smooth rock and lands in the water. As blood. Oh, GM Workshop with the reroll.
Yeah.
Go again. Also, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
a nice big shout out for our friend
Thank
GM
you.
Workshop. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, and thank you for gifting that reroll to our friend.
Yeah.
All right. As
Michael's
Argento slips and falls off the rock, he immediately stretches his hands up instinctually. As his arms and legs are now splayed out, he is prevented from falling into the water below. You very quickly crunch your abs and pull yourself back onto
Yes.
the platform there as you...
That's awesome.
And as I pull myself up, I'm like, did you guys see that awesome move I just pulled on those rocks right there? That was really something, wasn't it?
Amazing.
You're
The dog
definitely-
is just sweating as he almost fell in the river.
Skill.
You're definitely going to make me erupt in spiders again, aren't you?
No.
This is what's going to happen.
I just wanted to show you the breadth of my athletic abilities and how I can
Yeah,
cover
it's-
it.
It's absolutely glorious. It's stunning.
All right, so
Really.
let's get on with the healing here. Let's so yeah, I'll make my way over to
All right,
Ipsilus and
I'll
do the
crawl
lay of
down.
hands.
All right.
How much do you lay on hands for?
This might feel a little funny, but it's gonna work, trust me. So I just put my hands on his shoulder, and I do my for 20 points. So I give him 20
Ooh,
points back.
very
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
Wow.
Thank God.
All right.
I'm a mess. Like I'm still hurt, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're not
bring 'em
completely screwed. All right. Now, as time passes, the four of you attempt to get your bearings. Vagag, you fly up high and try to look over the ridges. but the horizon does not seem to change, though the various rock formations do, and the length of the coast seems to go on for a time. You return before your spell wears out, giving yourself enough time to go as far as you can and return safely.
Okay.
Ipselis, as you climb up higher and higher onto the rocks, you look out and nothing changes in the distance. You do see, however, scattered around the coast, the bones of the dead that seem to be lying almost at peace, in rest.
Can I identify what they used to be?
A variety of different humanoids. Even some large lizards seem to have also succumbed.
Is there anything of value, like search for like weapons, anything of value that might be useful in this situation?
Searching the bones of the dead, you find very little of use. Several scraps of leather, clothes, and maybe some very worn weapons that are...
As I find the leather, can I try to feed it to Fruit Loop?
Sure. As you take the scrap of leather, likely torn from a boot or a pouch, you put it into the mouth of the tiny fruit creature that has been accompanying you. As it enters its mouth, once again, you watch as the leather takes on a grayish hue and then becomes chalk and dust in the mouth. As he
kind of pet Fruit Loop. It's okay, honey. I know you're hungry. I know.
Try finding some
I'll feed him, like, see if I can feed him like a little bit of bone.
Put it, but the bone shatters, turning into shards. As again, Fruit Loop spits it out, refusing.
Oh.
No.
Now.
Maybe we could always charm him.
Now, a couple of hours go past. Then a few more. Then a few more.
Oh my god.
Night does not seem to come. Seems to slowly slip and ebb. What would you guys like to do?
I'm definitely going to take a long rest and just obviously something going on here. I'm going to look at everyone's going on here. We don't really have any control or any information, so I'd suggest that we all just get ready to be coming.
Before we entered this planet, I'm just kidding. I can't do that.
All right. Stop. The 8 hours goes by quick, and without the pressure of the poison, all right for the time. However, after the 8 hours pass, you look back out on the river. Oh, sorry, back out in the ocean.
It can wait if you have some more plan.
If we don't-
Yes, I got.
No, shut up. Esther.
It's helping her.
Shh.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Good. Yeah, Esther. I apologize.
Sorry.
Okay. So just looking out, seeing it's just you said that. Why am I laughing?
No, I'm laughing at Neil.
You said that all these bones, all these remains seem to be at peace. You said, or at rest.
Yeah, so it looks as though there's no sign of a struggle. If there was a battle, for example, you would see a lot of defensive wounds on the back of the forearm. You would see maybe someone having fallen over after having run. But it looks like all of these bodies, even the larger ones of like the large creatures that you can see washed up here, looks as though they've just kind of faced out into the ocean and just sat down and given up.
Okay. Then, I want to just sort of sit and, well, usually this is done with a specific thing. Oh, I do have a chalk that I could use.
No, sorry, Australis reminded me that I could mute Neil at any point in time I wanted.
So, I'm gonna sense that there's either this is where people who find peace go or people who are just like found peace or despondents. And I want to take the chalk that I have and not really more just sort of like for myself and just sort of as a traditional like habit, I guess, for Esther. She's gonna make a veve symbol.
Ooh,
Yes.
Could you describe the symbol for us?
Okay, let me see which one it is specifically, because there's a few different ones. Is this something as well? I'll look it up.
Yeah, sure. All right.
I'm. Can I ask a question of Esther? Esther, I heard you talking to Argento when we were split into the different dimensions. How do you do that?
It's a specific spell I have. It allows me to contact people even outside of the planes that I'm in.
Will it work on anyone?
Depending, it gets a bit finicky outside of the plane I'm on, but it should work anytime. Also, the guy, I need less restoration on myself, so I'm all good.
I wonder, what was that? What was the name of that dead knight, Argento, that we were speaking to?
I believe his name was Sir Tim. I think that was it.
Satem.
Wait.
Well, I wonder if you could reach Sir Tim.
I don't
with
think
this
any
ability.
of us heard Sir Tim talking except for Argento.
And Iflis was there, but yeah, you guys
yeah.
didn't. You guys didn't hear.
If
Oh,
so
okay.
into that dimension, it was talking to
So
us.
you guys would be. What are you talking about?
Argento, I imagine you want to regale the group with your experiences.
Yeah.
As he tells you about when he was warped by the phase spiders into the astral plane, he had met with and seen a vast number of specters, former knights who had fallen. There he met a man claiming to be a Sir Tem of the Silver Dragon Guard, and he described that after Strahd had defeated Argynvast, there were a few knights who stood against Strahd and threw their lives away in battle, others who committed suicide out of sheer despair, and even those who had just given up and remained in the castle, allowing their anger and their frustrations to eventually consume them, transforming them into the hateful spirits that you've seen in the fortress itself.
Can I do an Arcana check or an Intelligence check or something to figure out where we are? Because it's obvious that we are not in the hells, the actual hells.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there would be activity.
Can I assist him with that?
All right, we are going to make a investigation check.
Ooh. All right. And can I do, since he's helping, can I do it with advantage?
Sure.
All right. Let's see. It's going to be great, guys. It's going to be amazing. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong thing. It's not going to be amazing. I'm really sorry, guys.
You do not. As you continue your investigation into the second day, many hours again go past as you continue.
Hey, we got a reroll.
Ire Genasi throwing in the reroll. And you will
say that.
reroll with advantage, so yep, give it a go.
Thank you, Aragenasi.
You spoil them, Ire. You let them suffer.
He also kills us sometimes.
There we go,
Yes.
yay!
All right.
I'm sorry, Aragenasi also made me explode with spiders.
That's true. Ire Genasi did make you explode with spiders. That is very true.
I feel like this is an appropriate balance.
All right.
We got a reroll. No,
Now, Fitz. Now, just to clarify, Fitz, we can keep that reroll because rerolls are optional for the players, so you may allocate that to the players at any point in time. So thank you. It still counts. All right. Now, as you investigate the planes around you, you realize that you aren't in a plane of hell. But instead, you're in another plane. Much like the planes of the outer reaches, which eventually lead you to, hell and heaven, nirvana, Elysium, and all of the other planes, there are another set of planes that, if one were to look at them as parts of a lens, overlap in various locations and places. There is the elemental plane of water, of fire, earth, wind, And all of these places intersect in various locations, creating smaller demi-planes, such as the elemental plane of lava, mud, mist. And deep within, crossing where the water plane meets the river Styx, is a place known as the Plane of Blood. Some say that what makes a vampire truly strong is their access to this plane, the vastness of the souls and death consumed by it, used to fuel their very essence. Why creatures of the night, such as vampires, seem immortal when they should not. Everything before you is raw power tapped by the vampire. And
Oh my god, can I please? Oh my god.
yeah, you can piece the rest of it if you'd like.
Oh my god. The first thing when I realized that this is the Plane of Blood, because as someone that lives in the lower plains and the river Styx runs through my home, first up, I saw that Argento did not lose all his memories when he fell into the blood, right?
Correct.
He didn't fall.
Well, he didn't fall into the blood.
Oh, okay, all right. So we don't. So I know that it's where it intersects. Do I know whether or not the properties of the river Styx apply to the blood?
No, they would not. With the role that you had, it does not. Actually, quite the contrary. This place is about draining life from all things.
Okay.
You realize this very quickly, as, like I mentioned, it takes you a few hours to kind of, scout around and investigate. During which time we'll find out what Argento and Esther are doing. But the important thing here is that there is no life, meaning there is also no food and no fresh water. And you are starting to feel quite put off by that.
Can I tell whether or not the blood is poisonous or can be drunk?
The blood cannot be drunk.
Even by Fruit Loop?
You could try.
Fruit Loop has become quite reluctant to eat and drink at present.
Okay.
But yes, you watch his frumpy little body start to wither a little bit. He's lost a bit of weight.
Oh, no.
Now,
I was gonna make a joke. Let's say if we fed him the blood and he just drank all the blood, would he turn into the Kool-Aid Man?
No.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Argento, real quick. During their investigation, is there anything you would like to do?
No, I'm basically just being a bit silly, and I'm taking up little stones and I'm trying to skip them across the blood because I think that's pretty cool.
Very well. With bits of what you hope is stone, you skip it across the water. There is this very viscous bloop, bloop, bloop.
And 5 on that one, I bet. Yeah.
All right. Esther.
Okay. The Veve she uses is one for balance and medi.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna explain this. Don't worry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, you take this. You take this. I'll just sit back.
Don't do explain.
Look, I know what you're doing, but let's pretend like the audience doesn't.
While you draw on the ground, I'm like, hey, are we playing tic-tac-toe now? I've got excess.
I've got excellence.
Well, the thing is that she's not expecting anything to happen. This is more for her comfort. But use the Loa specifically of the dead, but in the sense of like preserving, like making sure you don't come back as a zombie, giving life, things like that, preserving that balance. So it's more just her sense of comfort and having a symbol of him here. This was like just something that she was doing for herself.
Oh, very cool artwork there.
Oh yeah, it looks really cool. I can show y'all.
All right.
later on.
I would like for you, Esther, to roll me a percentage check.
Okay. How do you make it a percentage again?
Right-click on your D10, and then there should be a percentage symbol that shows up.
That's the third.
Correct.
Third
That's
one
the
from the left.
the third one from the left.
Okay, got it.
Given a reroll to Esther if need be. Okay.
Reroll the demon hunter roll.
Well, you can. I mean, it's a reroll. It's a reroll.
Focus. We need you to focus, Dice.
Also,
Dice
hi,
needs
DM
you-
Stretch. I see you lurking. DM Stretch.
What in the world did you just do, Dice?
Roll it into the
Jeez.
chat.
I'm trying.
There we go.
There it is.
Hey.
Whoa.
99.
What?
Damn. Damn.
All right. Hold on.
I believe it was high favor or something. No,
Man,
it's-
okay, one second. I need to do a couple of things. You gather around a campfire in order to discuss what you're going to do about your food situation. While you're doing that, I'm going to be preoccupied, so please role play among yourselves. The
Well,
scene is yours.
I'm gonna go head down, and I'm gonna actually, since I finished drinking all of my water, in my water skin, I'm actually gonna fill it up with the blood. And I'm gonna like offer it to my little Fruit Loop if he wants it. And if not, I'll take it back to the real world and experiment with it, see if it's useful. If some, alchemist could use some blood
Before-
from the plane of blood.
Before Ipsilus leaves the campfire, Vagan kind of steps up and he's like, one second, Ipsilus. Come here for 1 second. And then I ask if I can cast a spell on you.
Well, I suppose it depends on what the spell does then.
It's called Fortune's Favor. I'm basically imparting some luck of the time plane onto you, or some of my
Oh.
time magic onto you. So
All right.
basically,
Yes, please.
for 1 hour, you have the ability to re-roll on one type of roll, like an attack, a saving throw.
Fabulous. What
spell check, I think.
what else what fun things can you wait? Can any of you purify things? It wasn't a very common ability when I was
have a horn
younger.
that can purify things.
Yeah, Argento's got that horn.
I wonder if we could purify the blood into water.
Well, we did purify water before that was
Test-
poisonous. So.
Argent
Well,
to test the water test the blood that he put into the vial. If it works, I wonder if you could turn all of the sea into regular water.
just throw the horn in the blood and watch the
Worth a
whole
try.
thing. Oh my
Test
God.
it in his thing first, because I don't
The
want
water
to just.
skin.
Well,
Yeah.
so I've got this water skin. Would you? Yes, I'd love to see if we could perhaps do that. Let's see.
Yeah. We'll have to.
I'll cast
see
the
what-
spell after we test this. So
So I'll get the horn ready.
Well, I mean, even if it doesn't purify it into water, if it purifies it into something that we can
Blood
then
wine?
feed Fruit Loop, then Fruit
True.
Loop could produce fruit for us to eat.
true.
I'm telling you, it's delicious. You guys just are missing out. You need to
Yeah.
experience Fruit Loop.
We can go back to the vineyard when we're done. You can have
Yes.
as many of his friends.
I'm bringing a big
As
bowl
you
and some
like.
milk because I'm going
We're
to
gonna
have multiple Fruit Loops.
First, we
going
gotta
to be
see
delicious.
if we can find some seeds. If we can plant them later and then make some more. But
Oh, I
That's
wonder
delightful.
how Fruit Loop does reproduce. There's I wonder if he does. I wonder if there are seeds somewhere on Fruit Loop that we can plant.
it's the
You've got
center of
time
his
magic.
eyes.
We could go find
Yeah.
a druid to help grow it real fast. There's- have a little
True.
army of Fruit Loops just eating their way
Mhm.
across the multiverse. There's-
All right.
That
Well,
makes
while we're waiting to see how this effect works, I will cast the Fortune's Favor on you, Ipsilus. You seem to know a little bit about what's going on in this plane than the rest of us. So
Well, it's the elemental
it's
plane of
okay.
blood. It's there are things in the universe called demiplanes. There are also things that are transitional planes, and what you're dealing with here is something that happens when the elemental plane of water meets the elemental plane with the river Styx, which is a transitory plane that moves you through many of the lower realms. It's similar to the Silver Staircase or the Endless Staircase. People call it different things up in the upper realms, or even the astral plane is another transitory realm where you can find different ways to enter other planes without having to die first, which is, desirable to many. But
Find
this
some kind of peace before you jump into eternal pain. No,
yeah, exactly. Yes, so this would be considered a demi-plane, I believe, is what they're called. I might be absolutely wrong about that. I feel like I might be wrong about that name.
I'm actually curious if maybe I would have seen, because studying at the Fairhaven, I wonder if they would have had some books on the different planes in that college.
I'm sure that they must have. I mean, if they're exploring magic, somebody's got to be exploring plane of travel.
True. I don't think I've heard of the blood plane though. That one's new to
It's
me.
something that it's a very small plane. I mean, it's an infinite plane, as most planes are, but it's very small compared to the others. It's only in one very specific spot in the multiverse. It's not like the plane of magma, for instance, it goes all the way along the border between the plane of earth and the plane of fire. It is a whole plane.
There's a plane of fire and a plane of magma?
As Vigog very patiently listens to all of Ipselis's descriptions of the multiverse.
I can't let this moment go. I've got to have an Argento moment here for real quick.
Have an Argento moment.
I don't know about these planes, but I do know of Styx, and Renegade is a very good tune if you've ever.
Oh my God.
It's right up my alley, if you know what I mean.
Is that what happened to that band? They got banished.
I don't know, but they're pretty good. I mean, I like their Mr. Roboto, not so much. But Renegade, yes, very much so.
And Michael, during that time of us talking, I would have cast Fortune's Favor on Ipsilis. So
very well. I don't know what that does. I don't know how long it lasts.
It lasts for.
It makes me completely immune to all damage forever.
Right. No, that one. I remember now. Cool.
It lets him make a reroll on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw before the spell ends.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right.
And we are currently trying to purify the blood using Argento's horn.
The horn from my rabbit friend.
So yeah, Ipsilis took a scoop of the blood in a container he had. And then we thought about what if we could turn the blood into something else with the horn.
Okay. So what's the effect of the horn specifically?
Then it purify food and water?
Yeah, purified.
Okay.
So just food and water, or what would it purify? Any liquid? I don't know.
I think it was purify food and water. That's because we purified the water in that lake
where
we found the.
But you purified the wine. You purified the wine into poison, though.
But it was purified poison, I guess.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that it's
pure
not,
poison.
If according to canon now in the campaign, it can purify various liquids.
Correct.
They won't always turn into water.
Drinkable blood now. No. I
mean, drink blood. Just saying it now.
I mean, it's worth a shot just to see what it does,
I mean, if it purifies it into like the purest blood in the multiverse, then we have something either to feed my little guy, or to like bargain with a vampire that wants the purest blood.
It's type O+ blood.
All right. So.
Oh dear. What the hell is happening?
As you are continuing your discussion, Esther, you hear a voice.
She's saying turn it down.
Oh, turn it down? Sorry. I got that.
Lower.
Is that better?
She doesn't hear anything because it's too loud.
All right.
What? What?
You hear footsteps coming from behind you. Now. I did not expect when I would wake up this morning that 4 lost little lambs are gonna be walking around the dread domain of blood.
Oh.
Now tell me, as this figure with long dreadlocks, razor-sharp teeth, and a very tall top hat reaches down and sort of very, very inappropriately touches Esther on the chin. Now why'd y'all decide you wanna call Baron Samedi here to such a horrible place?
First.
Do we have any idea who this is?
Esther does.
His hat's pretty cool.
I'm just gonna try and lower the sound a
Also,
teeny bit more.
Is that what you were working on this whole time?
All right.
Want
I don't
that
think I'm
hat.
calling upon demons or something.
Well, okay,
I
so
love
so
it.
you rolled a 99 percentile,
Yeah.
which is in the 1% margin of like, you know, like the prayer to a god. And it worked. I literally had it
Wow.
as a 1% chance. And you have summoned
Shut up!
Yes.
Baron Samedi. Now, for
I
those
love-
of you...
When this stuff happened.
Now, look, for those of you... By the way, I want to point out that took me freaking no time to make a Baron Samedi.
Right.
I love
Freaking
it.
Hero Forge. All right, Hero Forge is amazing. AKA sponsor. Go send love, make
Yeah.
tweets, you know, the whole thing. That's not how I
That's not it.
Baron
I'm gonna
Spaghetti.
second that. I'm gonna absolutely second that because we just got sponsored by Hero Forge too. So
Hey, there you go.
yes, Hero
Yeah,
Forge.
Fantastic.
Hero Forge is fabulous.
All right. So Baron Samedi, okay, is a lower of Haitian voodoo. He is considered to be, as Esther mentioned, the lower of the dead, restful peace, peaceful sleep, you know, kind of thing. No zombies, that kind of deal. And this is who has responded to your call.
Wow.
Can I do like a religion check or an arcana check or something like that to see if I know anything about him?
Religion would probably be the best.
Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Since I've got Fortune's favor, I'm gonna try that again. And it's even worse. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no clue. But you guys very clearly see a hostile-looking man grabbing the face of your cleric.
Oh, I'm just gonna draw my bow, and since I'm up on the rock, and I'm just be like, "Did she ask you for that, or would you like to lose your hand?"
The man turns up and looks at you. His eyes are cloudy and purple in color. No pupils, no iris stare back at you, but he knows instinctually where you are. He flashes you a wicked grin and he says, "You know, it's funny you ask, because she did."
I'm gonna look over at Esther. I'm just gonna be like, "Are you okay?"
I just hold up a hand and start standing up because I've been sitting while I was drawing it. So everything's all right. And as I look at everyone, it is an honor to have you here, Baron Samedi.
Sorry, I missed that.
I said it's an honor to have you here, Baron Samedi.
The honor is all mine, though I would much prefer being summoned somewhere a little warmer. This place here had the smell of death, and I could feel something tugging at my very soul. And Baron Samedi, he don't like when people decide to touch what ain't theirs.
But then what do you suggest we do? to find a warmer place.
He looks over at the others. Now, ain't no reason to be scared. Come over by the fire, children, and let old Baron Samedi tell you how you all can get out of this here predicament. As he gestures his hands, you watch as basically the sounds of burning souls rise up from the stone. You can see green embers sort of igniting a small, very, very terrifying looking campfire.
Whoa.
I've seen this kind of stuff before. I'm good.
That's true.
Burning souls is sort of par for the course. I'm just gonna grab little Fruit Loop. gonna pet him a little bit. Come by the fire. Come warm yourself by this nice fire. These souls will keep you warm.
Souls of ammo at the furnace.
I'm gonna look up at Samedi. I'm gonna be like, if you've got enough soul coins to waste them doing this, you must be quite powerful indeed.
Ain't no waste but the time we spend, mon ami. And y'all have wasted enough time here. This place messes with your mind. A second becomes a minute becomes a day, days become years.
Oh dear.
Whoever wanted you
my
in this
goodness.
place did not want
no.
you around. They thought that maybe a way to get rid of you might be simply waiting for you to expire.
With Samedi saying that, with the whole like seconds, last minutes and stuff, would Vagog possibly know how much time has gone past in Barovia compared to where they are now?
Oh, you've no idea.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Now, y'all got sent here for a reason. And if Samedi's gonna help you, then you're gonna have to tell Samedi the truth. This place is still within the realms of dread. And it ain't easy for folks to come and go without great power. And no offense, y'all look like you're not the kind to throw around that kind of power. But old Samedi, he smelled the touch of death on you. So who sent y'all here? Who took these last little lambs from the land of Barovia and put them on the shores of blood?
Some bastard that's been trapping souls in his castle for who knows how long.
What's his name again? Von something?
Vladimir.
Vladimir.
Horngard.
Horngard, yeah.
Ya don't say. Well, far be it from me to let these poor souls go unguided. I'll make you a deal. I'll send you back to where you came from. But y'all got to do me a favor instead. The souls cannot rest there. They must be put to peace. Starting with the one who sent you here. He reaches into his jacket and pulls out what looks to be a bouquet of chicken feet tied to what looks to be a bag that is mixed of herbs, what you can only imagine are teeth, and other odds and ends. He presents the bag and holds it out in the palm of his somewhat slightly clawed hand.
Just to all of us, or anyone specifically?
To the group, yeah. He's holding it out to the group.
Okay.
Can I figure out what it is? I don't have any experience.
You have
with
absolutely
Samedi.
no idea.
Yeah.
No.
What exactly is
I'll
this? It's pretty enough, I suppose.
They're Vagog might know. Is it ritual? Like, what are they? Like ingredients for a ritual?
You can make a religion check if you'd like to.
Sure, I'll try.
Also, hi, Calendria.
Nope.
No, chicken feet.
Oh.
Wait.
Hi, midnight.
So, if you had asked straight out what it was?
Oh yeah, no. I imagine Esther would know straight out what it is, just because again she is a practitioner of voodoo. This is what we call a spirit bag. A spirit bag is a tool that is used, and when the dead are quieted in its vicinity, they fill the bag. Once they have been filled into the bag, they are kept there and then slowly digested in a way until their souls are free. If a soul is particularly violent or malicious, it will destroy the soul completely so it cannot return.
Oh, so it's like Fruit Loops, but with souls.
Yes,
do
that's
I
what you
know
tell him.
this?
You tell the demigod of voodoo Haitian magic
Yeah.
that he's just like our melon. It does exactly like our melon does with fruit.
Yay!
Yeah. And
Oh my god.
not knowing what it is, I'm just like, well, this is a generous offer, but I would prefer the rest.
Of the chicken.
You have that dog.
Before Argento continues, I'm just going to look at him and I'm going to say, there are several souls that I found that belong in this bag. At least 2 now. So I say we do it. Samedi. Great Samedi. We do have a way to release the souls other than this bag, which is to return the skull of Argenvold to its resting place. That would be a way for us to quiet the souls. But there are 2 souls I'm concerned about. One is called Mordred, who wants to essentially destroy everything. So maybe putting him in the bag would be a good idea. And the one that sent us here. Will it consume a vampire?
If a corporeal form they have, then no.
Oh.
So we'd have to burn him, is what you're saying.
You would have to
I do
remove
like a
his
good
soul
fire.
from the shackles that bind him. And from what you say, if he is a vampire, then yeah, destroying the body should do the trick. But you speak of a name that is familiar even to me. Argenvast. He has, how you say, spent far too long in the mortal realm. And peace doesn't come for someone like that. Not someone who's born and bred to fight. Especially with some such as your fine silver friend there. I'm afraid our deal will include the master of Argenvastholt as well.
Oh, damn!
Oh.
But trust me, Cher, it's for the best. You give that dragon hope that someone can rise against Strahd, I guarantee that they're gonna fight. But you listen to old Baron Samedi, and that dragon's gonna get a good night's sleep.
Well, I think that sounds just fine.
I just look at Argento and see if he's doing anything.
Yeah, I'm just agreeing and nodding in agreement, and I'm just saying, thinking to myself, yes, this is.
Are you sure
This
you
is
were
what-
asked to bring back the skull?
Well, ultimately, I think Argent Boss, I should say, would want to be put to rest. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do here, to be honest with you. I
I
don't want
think
him
that-
being unsettled anymore, to be honest.
I think that if what he's saying is true, Argentvost only wants Strahd defeated. If we can find someone to do that, or maybe eventually figure out a way to do it ourselves, I think Argentvost would be fine going on to his reward at Bahamut's side.
Argent Boss asked me just to return him to his final resting place so he could have peace. This may bring him peace as well. Don't worry, though. I will kill Strahd. I think that will give Argent Boss peace as well.
Oh dear.
I kind of look to Samedi quick, and I say, would the bag also work on Strahd?
Ooh. Damn.
The vampire you speak of is another that is known to me. Unfortunately, there is no magic alive that can stop that man. He has already been killed, but the dread won't let him go. The realms themselves, they have a will, you see. They move and they think, they hunger and they consume like an animal. And Barovia ain't no different than a hunting ground. And that man, he is no vampire. While he may walk like one and talk like one, that man is as much a part of Barovia as Barovia is a part of the Dread Realms.
Wait, so Strahd is Barovia?
In
Like
a
the
manner
whole
of
place?
speaking. I mean,
like this.
am I wearing this fine robe, this lovely hat? Or is that simply how you
Yeah.
see me when you look at me?
So you're saying there's a connection?
There's a connection. He shoots you another wide grin. And he says, now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have all the time in the world. And as I said, this place here, it messes with your understanding of things. So I'm going to ask you again. Will you put to rest the souls of the dead for old Baron Samedi? Or are you going to try and find your own way home, Dorothy?
Oh.
Dorothy.
Well, I looked at everyone else first, but I guess if I'm the one who did the symbol, I'm the one who's gonna say the final decision. So I just looked to everyone else. Well, how's everyone looking?
I think we're doing all right. I mean, we had a full rest, so
Yeah.
How
think
decision wise?
Oh,
I'm just looking as if to say I don't really see any other way out of here because I'm just at a loss down here anyway. I'm kind of like
yeah.
I'm doing no good standing here dying. And, we don't know how to get out of here.
Plane. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
know
will-
if there's any magic that can open another portal or something. So he's down for this.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look down at my suffering little furlope. First creature I've ever really cared about. And I'm gonna look down and then I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna say, listen, this plane is attached to the river Styx. That might be the only way out, but we lose our entire soul. If we do that, we will forget everything that we ever knew. I think this is the only way. I think it's the only way.
Then Esther just looked and said, I do have a deal.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Then we do have a deal.
He smiles and hands out the bag once again. Who wishes to take it?
I can take it.
I'll take it. If Esther doesn't, I will defer to Esther because she knows Samedi. But if nobody is reaching for it, I will grab that bag.
All right, you reach down, you grab the bag. As you do so, you take it. His eyes begin to glow and says, I am he who walks in the graveyard, strolling in the moonlit fields, welcoming the dead souls to their graves, and dancing with starlit joy and waving lilies. I show the path, the world of guineas, where dead souls rest their weary heads after long struggles of life, so they can carouse without worry and relish in the absence of which. I am he that consoles the dead mortals with lewd and lascivious acts of pleasure, so they can shed their skins of pompousness and indulge in revelries of whores and bathe in the failed genteels of bastards. Proffer your wanton holes, present your lifting staffs, and make and revel the light of aphrodisia, and make yet more men and women and children, so that they may know the base-born delights, and celebrate the lives and eventual deaths, where they meet the man whose name is Samedi, and bathe in my afterglow. As he recites this, the flames kick up once more and begin to swirl around you. The blood itself suddenly transforms, taking shapes of immense versions of the Count Strahd as he reaches to try and stop whatever is happening. Samedi raises his scepter, and the flames lick higher, creating a protective barrier around you. As the waves crash hard, the sounds of roiling thunder and crashing waves slowly but surely dies out. And Samedi cannot be seen. And you find yourselves returned once more to Argen Vastholt. All right.
Oh dear. Where are we in the castle? Do we know?
Okay, yes, you do. You are in the entranceway. Allow me to very quickly huck you into the entranceway. Thoop. 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 Thoop.
Oh my god.
Thoop.
Yeah, oh my god.
All right. Coolios! All right, real quick before we continue on. Guys, thank you so much for the freaking massive support. Man, you guys make it so hard to do serious things, especially in an accent that is so difficult for me. Man, I suck at Cajun accents, and that was oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was like trying not to laugh. I was trying not to smile. My face hurts. Thank you so much, guys. I want to give a quick shout out. Thank you to DM Dave, our lovely friend from Careful Cantrip. But by the way, guys, if you haven't checked out Careful Cantrip, please go and check out Careful Cantrip. They had their 1-year anniversary recently. We love them to bits. Go love them. Go give them support. And I will be playing a Through the Breach game next week on my Thursday with the wonderful and amazing DM Dave. So we're going to be back through the Breach in the Malifaux world. So come check that out.
Awesome.
I would like to also give a thanks to Noria. Noria is a wonderful human being, and while you may not stream, I want people to know how much Noria means to me. Noria has sent me one of the most delightful emails I've ever received in my career as a performer, and I do still read it from time to time, in case you were wondering. So thank you, Noria, for that. And, of course, your gifted subs to TM Hester, and, of course, Kyle, you cheeky bastard. Yes, thank you so much for the bits to help the hype train get going. Kethra Moonsea, thank you as well for the wonderful messages that you've sent me and for the bits as well. More bits from Noria. My name is Karen. Thank you so much for just being such a long-running part of my community. You and so many others have just made this so amazing to keep doing. DM Dave with more bits because your generosity is never-ending, just like my love for you, dude. Ira Janasi, another incredible supporter of the channel. Somebody who has done amazing work to keep me on my toes and make sure that all of my improv is tight and on point. So thank you to the wonderful Ira Janasi, who I will be playing in a Rime of the Frost Maiden game as of Monday. So Monday we'll get to see Ira Janasi on screen with their,
really?
with a bunch of people. Yeah. So definitely come check that out. Who else do we have? We have My Name is Karen with even more bits, TM Hester and Calindria. Calindria, of course, my moderator, my absolutely wonderful support network, the person who makes sure that I don't forget stuff like to update my schedule. Kethra Moonsey, yet again, the sick professor. Thank you so much, dude. So appreciated. Noria, Io Janasi, and of course, Calindria. Thank you so much for your gifted sub. I want to see Ira Janasi. Yeah, you will. You will get to see Ira Janasi. You get to see all of these misfits in Rime of the Frost Maiden, which we will be starting up this week. So look forward to that. Very much look forward to it. All right. So thank you again, everyone. We're almost at the level 5 hype train. So
Oh my God.
so yeah, keep it going. There you go. We'll see how we go. Blushes furiously. Yes. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna focus now. And I hope you guys liked the Baron Samedi thing, right? Like, I really hope you did, because
That was
That was awesome.
Oh my God.
when Max said that, and I was just like, man, I love Baron Samedi. Like, it's like one of my favorite parts of like Haitian folklore, and
It's amazing.
and it was just like it was so cool. And then I was like, oh, I'll give it like a 1% chance that he'll actually drop in and like help them out. And then when you rolled the 99, I was like, what? I mean, technically it was 2%, but you know what? At 99, at that point, I'm just like, nah, I'll give it to you. It's
Right.
just fine. It's like, you know,
Oh my God.
yeah, it was so good, absolutely good. But anyway, let's.
So I'm gonna nominate Dag as the next Marvel X-Men film. You get to do Gambit.
Oh, hell
You-
yeah,
you get
that'd
to
be
do
awesome.
Gambit.
Yes, I will do it. That's it. Yeah. If any of the Marvel Studio execs are watching. That is my audition reel for the role of Gambit. All right. So, let's set the mood as we return once again to the entranceway of Argynvostholt. Our heroes, still smelling that scent of blood that follows, emerges in the hallowed halls of Argynvostholt. In your hands, you clutch very tightly, Ipselis, the bouquet of chicken feet attached to that large sack filled with assorted herbs and salts and terrible smelling concoctions. As you hold on tightly, there is an eerie silence that falls over this land. And that is when, from behind Esther, you notice a large and imposing creature. It rises, entirely comprised of blood, in the shape, barely visible, of this humanoid, but bears a striking resemblance to the pictures of Strahd that you have seen up until this point, as it rises, looking as though it is about to just crash onto poor Esther. What do you do?
All of us, or just Esther?
All of you.
Oh, I'm gonna immediately draw my great club and head towards it. That thing looks
Sorry.
ridiculous, and I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna do it.
Sorry, my bad. Some of these sounds are like really soft, and then some of these sounds are like. So I do apologize. Argento, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna basically do the same. I'm gonna draw my warhammer and run over next to Esther to try.
All right, and
get some distance between. Yeah.
Nice. And Vigag, you won't move yet. We will get you to move when we hit the initiative. But yeah, Vigag, what are you doing?
I am going to cast haste on Argento so that he can catch up to help her out.
All right. Esther, you watch as the others begin to draw their weapons, and you watch as Vigag begins to cast. That immediately triggers in your mind as behind you this shadow looms overhead, and we fly into glorious battle.
Yeah! I got to murder something.
Alright, so where's haste? Oh wait, I guess.
All right.
Cast haste, so it's actually my turn. So yeah.
All right, initiative of. All right, Ipselis.
Ooh, I get to go first. I never get to go first.
You are first. Argento, you do get to re-roll your initiative if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll just leave it because obviously I'm ahead of the enemy, so I'm fine where I'm at.
Sure, not a problem. All right, Ipselis.
Okay, the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to feel the fact that we just shifted planes, and I'm going to start pulling that energy in as a Horizon Walker, and I am going to use my planar warrior ability to coat my great club in the essence of the ethereal and the transitive planes. And I am going to identify the whatever the hell that bloody thing is as my target for this round. And I'm going to run up and do 2 attacks, doing extra damage on said attacks. So let's see. Here we go. We got 1 attack. We got 2 attacks.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
All right.
Are you kidding me?
Taking out your great
the
club,
fortune favors.
you rush in towards the creature. You swing, and as you do so, blood sprays, and you kind of have this celebratory moment where you're like, yes, I've hit it. But that's when you realize that the wounds that you've created suddenly seal back up. You have done no damage to this creature. Now, at this point...
Do I know if it's because I missed or because it's immune to my damage?
It is likely because you've missed.
Okay, all right.
It has used its kind of swirling vortex to kind of deflect your blow. Meant to give a reroll. Who meant to give a reroll? Haram meant to give a reroll?
Ooh.
Did Haram do something?
I will take a reroll.
You still have a roll because you got 2 for that 1 roll, but you were able to hold on to it because you only used 1 of them.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Yep. All right, you get a reroll.
I love it. Let's see if I can hit with one of these attacks. Yes, I think that should hit.
Nice. All right. So as the swirling vortex deflects your first blow, you then swing back and you bring it down to bear onto the creature. This one does seem to hit a central mass, a heavier part of it.
Ooh, yeah. And just FYI, it is he takes an extra 1d8, and all of the damage that I'm doing to him is force damage.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
So he takes 18 damage total.
All right, he will take the full 18 damage as he is not resistant to force.
Yes, Ipsilus for the win.
Beautiful. All right. Vigag, you are up next as your haste spell goes off.
Yep.
Oh, I wonder. I've never used this before.
As I pull out the stopwatch, it kind of just pointed at Argento, and the hands on the clock just kind of go as it like speeds up. So I speed up his.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh God.
courtesy of our friends at Sirenscape, who help us sound outstanding each and every time. So there you go. So you've added haste. Now, if you want to add the haste condition to the fellow teammates that you are applying it to. And do you have any movement that you'd like to do?
I guess I'll just kind of get behind. I'll kind of run towards somebody right. Oop, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see anything. There we go. And I'll just kind of get ready for the next turn as I kind of just gather magic in my hand. And then that's all I can do.
Very well. Moving up, we go to Argento. Your body, hasted, is full of vim and vigor.
Yes. So what I will do then is, I'll use my second level spell slot to a bonus action to cast Ring Smite. So I'll use that to be prepared to do damage.
Very nice.
So I've got that. Let me put that on. And then, I'll basically run up to it with my war and take 2 attacks on him.
You swing your warhammer as it arcs through the air, striking at the large, roiling mass of blood.
I think you get a 3rd attack with haste, right?
Yes, correct.
Ew.
All right,
Nice.
that is a hit.
So with that, I will expend a spell slot to do just Divine Smite on him as well. It's
Very
not
well.
an action, it's just a spell slot. So Divine Smite will be on top of, here's your first, here's the first set of damage. Actually, with advantage, should be 3, sorry. I think it had advantage on that. But anyway, it shouldn't have been. It should just be 3. Actually, no, it added my other one. So yeah, now I need to do a 1d6 of
Oh no.
And then, so do you say I get 3 attacks?
Yes.
Then my second one will be
Oh.
Bam!
Oh,
Another
yeah.
solid hit.
drop that damage. Or that's 8 for that. Did it do the Searing Smite on it? It doesn't look like it did.
I
should
think
be-
your Searing Smite only affects your next attack, so it would have
Okay.
already,
Yeah.
already been out. Yeah.
No worries. So then I'll do the last attack on it.
All right. Harem has thrown in a. Was that another reroll? That's another reroll.
Ooh.
That is another reroll. So the party has another chance.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
That's
Awesome. Holy crap, we did a lot.
thing strong.
All right. Another strong hit. So after this massive barrage hitting left and right, the blood elemental, which is a water elemental, but you know, blood, looks towards you. Oh, and is absolutely going to use its blood drain ability.
Oof.
All right. It starts to transform into a swirling vortex, and as it does, you start to feel a pain in your sinuses, as well as your ears and your nose, as blood starts to pool out of your eyes and move towards the vortex.
No, thank you.
This is the 3 people in the close proximity. So Argento, you fail, but you may consume the reroll if you would like, or you could wait until after I see what everyone else gets.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Esther, you also
Oof.
fail.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ibselis,
Ah,
you
crit.
succeed. All right. So Esther
I
and
know your game.
so Esther and Argento, the 2 of you were failed to resist the effect. You may, one of you, choose to re-roll.
Esther, you can reroll.
If she gets
I have
the
one of
reroll, then I'm going to activate Chronal Shift and turn back time for Argento, so he can attempt a save.
Ooh, very nice. But Esther has still failed. And there is another claim for a reroll.
DM stretch.
All right, Esther, let's see how you
guys,
go.
we love it, but just know that Dag's gonna murder us all.
Esther has rerolled and succeeded. All right, Argento has still failed. Argento, this is now now Vigog using his Chrono Shift.
I have an inspiration.
Yeah.
Use that.
You
what?
succeed. You don't need it.
Never mind. Cool.
Oh, I saw a 19, and then it like, woof, and I'm like, oh.
All right, but that's okay. So, you guys take 6 points of damage apiece. And we have a plot twist. All right. All right, you take 6 points of damage each, and the important bit here is that you do not take bleed damage. Which, were you to take bleed damage, that is some bad stuff happening. All right, we do also have a plot twist card, which I will be playing before the end of today's game, because I do have a good thing here. All right. Next up is plot twist of Wham. Wham. I'm up for 40 hours. Wait, don't leave, Eric. You have to choose your thing. Agony of defeat or mistaken identity. You have to pick that. Do it. Okay, here we go.
And then Caruso said that she had a reroll from before.
Was there a reroll? So there's one reroll still in play. Okay, so there's still one reroll in play.
Oh my God.
Agony of defeat. Done.
Oh no!
All right.
Why, Eric? Ah!
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's see who it's gonna hit. 3. That is Ipselis.
Rude.
All right, Ipselis. It clenches its fist.
How many times can I do?
And wham! That is 17 points of damage.
Oh God, is there anything I can do? I'm like, damn.
It has a multi-attack.
Oh.
And again,
I can only do my once
is there any
reaction.
elemental damage associated with this?
bludgeoning. It's beating you like freaking Russell Crowe style. Like it is yeah.
Around the world.
All right.
No, that's the fun thing.
And that is another wham!
Oh my God.
16 damage.
What are you
As
at?
it finally decides to let up.
Oh dang.
Hold on. Sorry. 1 sec. I just want to check one thing. Where are you? There we go. Let me see.
Michael, in the combat
Oh,
check,
damn it. Okay.
It says Esther is still poisoned.
I've
so-
removed it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I guess there's nothing I can do.
All right. A few of your teeth go flying out as you are bludgeoned by this large creature. Esther, it is your turn.
Okay.
Stop it, Kelly. Stop helping them. Help me. Why can't someone give me a nat 20? Why they did. And thank you, Ari, for that nat 20 the other day.
Just for future reference, because I think it would be too late now to do this. Where do you find spells in Fantasy Grounds Unity? Because I wanted to change my spells earlier because I had long
No,
rests,
that's fine.
but-
And it is not too late. If you go onto... Okay, so, following my instructions very carefully, on your right-hand side of the Fantasy Grounds table is your sidebar. At the very top, you have an options cog, which is, just right at the top there. Once you select that, you want to hit sidebar, which is a little symbol down the bottom. And when you hit that, you can allocate what tabs are active. And you want to make sure your spells tab is active. There you go.
Thank you.
Also, hi, Lord Gathon! Hi!
Oh, I forgot to do his con save.
The con save?
God.
Sorry about that.
Which con save?
Yeah, he has to make a con save because he's got Searing Smite, so every time he has a turn, he has to make a con save.
Oh, does he?
Oh, he's on fire.
Or he does an extra 2d6 fire damage. Yeah, he's on
Oh
fire.
yeah, I'll do a con save. No worries.
dang.
I can totally do that. Let me get that for you. Oh, that is a 9. He
11.
fails.
Yeah. So
Do
he
your
does
fire damage.
2d6.
Yeah. Go for it. Hey, Crimson! Alright, 6
This
points
is
of damage.
blood fire.
And
Dang.
Yeah.
I press play after I select the spells.
Sorry?
Underneath it says all clear, or do I just press X? Because there's all clear GM play create PC, so I'm guessing I just press X if I forgot spells.
Yes.
Then I'm okay to switch out one of my spells.
What's that?
Am I okay to switch out one of my spells?
Yeah, totally. 100% you're okay to switch out spells.
Okay. Then I want to switch out, for today, augury with spiritual weapon, which is 2nd level.
Perfect. Alright, and is that what you're casting?
Yes. Well, first I'm gonna disengage since it's a ranged attack. Well, a ranged spell.
Okay. You
Action disengage.
disengage.
Oh, apparently go very far. And then bonus action cast spiritual weapon. Let me make sure I have.
And this time Ipsilus is counted as an ally.
Thanks.
Thank you.
A single person. Okay. You create a floating that lasts for a duration. Okay. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack. Okay, so it has a range, but it's considered melee, right? Because you can cast it and attack from a distance, but it's considered a melee attack.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, correct.
And it's from you, so it moves with you.
Got you. Okay. So from here, I want to make the melee attack against the blood elemental.
Sure. What do you summon as you form your spiritual weapon?
I want to make it look like the staff with the bone of a chicken's foot at the end.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. I like it.
That's awesome.
Okay. And it says it's a melee, so I would just roll. What do you roll for melee? That's your.
Strength plus proficiency.
Sounds good.
But I think it's your spell attack because that's what
Doesn't
you'd
the-
use for your
yeah.
spell.
Melee spell attack? Okay. So for that, I would just. Okay. Sorry. I'm a bit
I
all
think
over.
if you click the magnifying glass, it should bring it the options bar down, and you can just drag the range of the spell attack.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
This floating staff with a chicken bone on the end begins to
Yeah.
swirl in the air. As it twists and arcs around,
Oof.
it does not seem to manage to hit through the viscous blood.
Do we still have that reroll, or
You do still have that reroll. Do you want to roll it again?
Sure, if that's okay.
All right, make the roll.
Okay.
yeah?
All right. As it sort of swipes left and swipes right, the staff rolls backwards and then just stabs into the body of the blood creature, dealing your damage. Very nice.
I had a thought in my head of what it looked like, but I do like that description.
Nice. Ipsilus.
Chicken feet comes alive, goes.
Okay, I am hurting. This thing just hit me real hard, and I don't like it. I am
Ipsilus
going
is like, my
to-
daddy hits me harder.
right? I ain't scared of you. You ain't
I ain't
nothing.
scared of
Hold my earrings.
No, bitch, hold my baby.
my wings.
Hold
I'ma
my
get
baby.
you.
Yeah.
I will get you. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see it. I'm going to look at like some of the blood that it left on top of me. I'm just going to grab it and I'm going to whisper a few words at it and cast the spell Protection from Good and Evil, which protects me from this filthy elemental. Now I'm just going to wipe it down my forehead as I cast the spell, and suddenly a red shimmer erupts from me as he will have disadvantage on any attacks he has against me now. I am going to, let me see. I think what I'm going to do because of that, I'm going to hang here and I'm going to wait for him to do something. So that's the end of my turn for now.
All right. Vagog.
First, with the Demiro, he casts slow on the
Rubbish.
on the.
Demira comes and hits you with his panpipe, and he says, "Don't use me in your
Probably.
turn."
I don't. How far is that spell? I think it can reach. Let me just double check. 60 feet. Okay, yeah. So once again, I kind of pull out my stopwatch and I point it at the blood elemental, and I'm going to cast momentary stasis.
Ooh,
what
what's that
does is, as an action, you can magically force a large or smaller creature you can see within 60 feet of you to make a con saving throw against your spell save DC.
Oh, well, what a shame.
Unless-
It's actually huge.
Oh.
Unless the creature's saving throw is a success, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of your next turn, or until the creature takes any damage.
Oh.
While encased in this way, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. So I think
Ooh.
incapacitated is still good, because if you hit something that's incapacitated, isn't that an auto crit? I always forget how that works.
Incapacitated, basically, you'll be putting it in stasis momentarily.
Okay. But yeah, it has a speed of 0. It's incapacitated, so I think that even means if people want to like get away for a time, that it can't really do anything. So I don't know, but yeah, I will.
Oh, they can't take. I think because you can't take reactions.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
incapacitated, right?
Okay. Yeah. And oh, dang it.
It does not end up incapacitated.
Damn.
Ah.
All right.
But good try.
Argento.
Yes. Well, I'm going to. Since I'm still on haste, is that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Haste is a concentration. Momentary stasis was
So
just.
I get 3 Warhammer attacks on this thing, I believe, so,
Ooh.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, damn it. That's what I wanted to do.
Hit.
Did you activate
All
things? Oh no, it's
Nice.
Hit him with a 5. Yes. I'm
still
gonna go.
All right. The first of your
Next
hammer
Argento.
blows resonates inside their person. Your second hit, nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Even better.
Okay.
Yeah!
Oh. Ooh.
One more.
Your third hit.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let's see what
I
happens.
will expend another spell slot.
No.
That's
Nice.
And then, like I said, I'll expend one more spell slot for Divine Smite, which is an extra 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't divine smite an extra 2d6 at first level?
Actually, you know what? You might be right.
Plus
But
also
yeah, I
we're
think
level 7, so I don't know if that changes anything.
I have to
Oh
look
no,
that
that
up.
only changes stuff for cantrips. So yeah, if it,
You might be right. You know what? I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think first level is 2d6 and then it's
All right.
plus
while,
1d6.
while he's looking that up, I'm gonna give the audience a quick glimpse.
Ooh, what's going on over here?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Don't you worry about it.
There's a lot of banjo
Actually,
talk,
yes.
and I'm here for it.
there's a lot of banjo.
It's that's my fault. It's 2d8 actually. So
Oh, well, I'm
All
gonna
right,
need you
so-
to pull
so
it
2d8.
together.
let's
All right.
do this.
Yeah, roll your
Give him a
2d8. Roll your
six.
2d8. All right, so that's
Oh, Lord.
12. All right. It is still alive.
What I need is to consider if I'm gonna wait until my turn to mention it.
And then he has to make a
What?
save
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
because he's still on fire.
He is still on fire. He is gonna make a. Is it at the start of his turn that he needs to do it?
Yeah, it says. Yeah, it says at the start of his turn he makes another Constitution save.
Ooh,
It's
you know
11,
what?
so he didn't get it.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Lucky Day. It is his lucky day as he manages to succeed, because I'm gonna get one more attack off, because I'm gonna play the Agony of Defeat.
No!
It still takes 1d6 on a. It still takes a 1d6 on a failed
Oh my
save.
god.
All right, you can roll a d6.
He just kills the 6.
May I something
Make
else,
sure
please?
on a failed save it takes 1d6.
Oh my lord.
Oh no, okay, no, you're right, you're right. He succeeded. He succeeded, so he's fine. He didn't fail. That's
All
what
right.
you're saying.
Ugh.
So you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. The Agony of Defeat. Ipselis.
You're rude.
All right.
I'm gonna take my ball and go home soon.
Oh, just wait for it. That is
Oh my
max
goodness.
damage of.
Wait,
Use
hold
my
on.
last-
Did he do it at disadvantage?
Oh, did he do it at disadvantage? No, he technically did not.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
because he's got the.
Okay. I'm gonna roll again. Oh no, I think he did. No, he
yeah.
did
He
roll
did
at
it at
disadvantage. No, did he? No, he didn't
No,
roll it
'cause
at
that shows-
disadvantage, but no, he rolled that at advantage. Oh, right. Sorry, ignore me. Okay, so let me try it again. So hold on. I need to backtrack a little bit. So, Ipselis, you are no longer unconscious. Let's go with that. I'm gonna put you at
that's
33.
nice.
Okay, there you go. Now I've added
That's
disadvantage. Okay, I've added disadvantage. Here we go.
Okay.
Good. Now I'll do this properly.
Oh god.
Okay.
No. Leave me alone.
All right.
Okay.
Even at
Damn it,
disadvantage.
still
All right.
hits.
Here we go.
I'm gonna use my last chronal shift.
To get him to reroll.
Yeah. make him
Did
reroll.
you've already used your reaction this round for a chronal shift, I believe.
But I had my turn,
Yes. No,
so I
you're
got
right,
a
you're right.
reaction back.
No, you're right.
So I
Okay.
gotta use
Oh
my
my
last
God.
one.
That is a nat 1.
Ah!
He does, however, he does have
Oh, no.
multi-attack.
God. Okay.
Comes crashing down. You shut your eyes for a moment, and you get a glimpse of your sister on a cliff face, sitting side by side with your hand on a flower. As this fist comes down by this huge torrent of water, there's something that shouldn't. And as you do so, you very tenuatively open up your eyes. Fruit Loop, who has leapt in front of you. Next week, as we find out what has happened. What?
That is unacceptable.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my
as-
god.
look, so just saying, thank you, Slurf. It was an epic cliffhanger. Big JoJo fan. If you can't tell, I mean, just saying, this is the bit where you'd be like, dun, 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 dun. It should be continued. All right, ladies and gentlemen, buddy, next week, Esther, did you have something to throw in there?
Just what I had noticed. I want everyone to look at the damage we were doing, and do you happen to notice any signs of bloodied or heavy on the side of that?
No?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Do you happen to notice any signs of like a dent?
Yeah, like some monsters we'd fight would say like,
Your model, the models, right? There's a little tiny dot that'll actually. Some people are healthy, some people are, heavily. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, and do a speed run of memorable moments. Who's left? Did we lose someone? That was me. That was my phone. You're gonna have to lean to like your far. There you go. We're gonna do a very quick round of memorable. What was your memorable moment for today's stream? Do you need a minute? Should I come back?
I'm just traumatized. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely traumatized. My least favorite Fruit Loop. Oh my god. I will say my favorite moment was like you just and suddenly being like, hey, here's a new thing. Here's a Hero Forge of Samedi. Here you go. Thanks.
Let's pull him up again real quick. This was my rendition of Baron Samedi, made in Hero Forge, live on stream within like 5 minutes, because that's what we go to. Before I go on, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Roll for Damage. They're fellow Australian streamers. Wonderful group of individuals and role players. We have they have some incredible
Hello.
cast members over there. Welcome in, guys. Unfortunately, you've caught me at the end of a stream, but do stick around because we are going to go and raid none other than Play Nerd Allies by our wonderful friend Kyle, who will be there in just a moment. But we're doing our memorable moments for today. If you do get a chance to, definitely come and check out the VOD later on. Lots of good and cool stuff there, and the cliffhanger. Oh, so good. All right, let's do speed round. Let's go. Vigog, memorable moments. Go.
I just want to know what that auto crit or auto fail miss would have done. Like that card, you get like auto fail cards.
Oh, the
Like,
auto
that
fail.
could have saved Ipsilus, yeah. And
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
nope, we gotta just kill his little pet.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That was. Yeah, memorable
No,
at the very least. Memorable at the
I
very.
would say I love the blood realm. That was cool. I've never actually been there any time, man.
I made
It's
it
always
up.
fun going to it. Yeah, even better.
Look, I
Even
made that.
better. Like,
Blood Realm. Yeah, that sounds like a thing. Okay, cool.
Well,
Excellent.
fine,
Argento, memorable moment for today's stream.
Gotta be Esther rolling a 99%.
Right.
That was
That was
bang on,
great.
man. Like,
Oh, that was a miracle. Yeah,
extremely hard to do.
yeah, for those of you who joined in, Esther, our cleric, had basically written a symbol to the Haitian Loa known as Baron Samedi and had rolled a percentage of 99 and summoned Baron Samedi to lend them assistance, and that was the Hero Forge mini that we played with the Haitian accent and stuff. So yeah, it was good. It was freaking
stuff.
yeah, it was awesome, good stuff. Esther, memorable moment.
I guess another from that encounter was us having to figure out, like, the whole thing with Argent Boss and how we're gonna have to put his soul to rest as well. But maybe that's not like something that's really like something that we should feel down about or something. It's more, this is just the avenue we have to take. It's not an avenue that we are forced to take. Like, it's just like
Of course,
our
yeah.
new-
Absolutely. And I mean, that's one of the cool things is, that's kind of like the deal with the devil. You have to decide if you want to side with them and take the lesser of two evils, or if you want to kind of push it on and do your own thing. So it'll be really cool to see what happens there. And yeah, my memorable moment was definitely clobbering Fruit Loop in the face. The reaction was priceless, and I regret nothing. To answer a couple of quick questions before we go and raid someone, Calignia, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. The players are now broken. Do not worry about them. We're gonna go raid. Listen, if you get a chance to, of course, follow our channel. Come and watch all our cool stuff, because I do a Hero Forge builder on Wednesday mornings, which was this morning for WA. But if you pay $50 for a year, you can actually make these artworks, and you can actually make like a bunch of really cool character portraits and group pictures and stuff. So there's some cool stuff that you can do without having to actually buy the miniatures as well. So Caligina. Sorry, my apologies. Caligina. Is what I'm guessing. I'm gonna go with it. Write it phonically for me, and then I'll give it a crack. But yes, go check that out. DM Dave, wait, Dead Ozzy Gaming, you made that in 5 minutes? Yeah. Hero Forge is Caligina. There we go. Yes. Yes. Look at me pronouncing things. Yes. So yeah, it was made in 5 minutes. I literally told my group, hey, have a campfire scene, talk to each other, and then I'll make this encounter. And I did. Made it live. Because one thing you'll always get at the Dead Ozzy Gamer stream is you will always get the ability to interact with our stream. You'll get the ability to decide and govern the fate of what my players do. And yeah, the plot twist cards, the donations you guys did have made all of today worthwhile. So thank you, each and every one of you. I hope that you have a wonderful evening or morning or day, whatever time it happens to be. Please stick around as we go and raid our friends over at Play Nerd Ally. Stay wonderful, stay safe, stay amazing, and don't forget to unleash the horde when we arrive. Until next time, guys, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, everybody.
Bye.